Many Christians are living as orphans in their father's house, not because they are not saved, but because they have never truly believed what salvation actually made them. You're not a servant trying to earn a place at the table. You are a son, you are a daughter, already seated, already accepted, already an heir. And everything changes when you finally believe that. Romans 8:15 says, "You did not receive a spirit that makes you a slave again to fear, but you received the spirit of sonship, and by him we cry, Abba, Father." Two spirits, two completely different lives. So the spirit of slavery says, perform to be accepted, serve to avoid punishment. Always ask, am I enough? The spirit of sonship says, I am already accepted. I serve from gratitude, not fear. I rest in him. I am his. And Jesus made it even clearer in John 8:35. A slave has no permanent place in the family, but a son belongs to it forever. What does this tell us? A slave is temporary, conditional. A son, permanent, unconditional. You belong forever, not until you fail, not until you do something, just forever. The orphan spirit is not just for people without parents. It is a spiritual posture that affects believers everywhere. Here's how to recognize it. Performance addiction. Always doing more to feel accepted, never resting in what Christ already did. Fear of rejection. Constantly monitoring God's response. Did I pray enough today? Does God still love me after what I did this week? Yeah, that kind of thing. Identity rooted in output. Good day spiritually, you feel accepted. Bad day spiritually, you feel rejected. This is the Christianity that exhausts people, it burns people out, and it all flows from one lie that you have to earn what God already gave freely. Luke 15 contains three interesting characters. The younger son came back home expecting servant status, saying, I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired servants. He had so thoroughly adopted the orphan mindset that he could not even imagine returning as a son, irregardless of the fact that he himself had put himself in that position. But the father ran to him, restored full sonship immediately, before he finished his speech, before he proved anything. The elder son never left home physically, but lived with an orphan spirit the entire time. He said, I've been slaving for you and never disobeyed your orders. Did you catch that? Slaving, not serving. Orphan language in his father's house. The father in this story runs towards returning sons. Does not wait to see their performance. He is throwing a celebration and not putting anyone under probation. And this is the God that most believers have never truly encountered. True sonship is a completely different thing. 1 John 3:1 says, See what great love the Father has lavished on us, that we should be called children of God. Notice it says lavished, not conditional. This is something given extravagantly. 1 John 4:18 says, Perfect love drives out fear. Fear and sonship cannot coexist. The antidote to the orphan spirit is not more performance. It is more love received. Hebrews 4:16 says, Approach God's throne of grace with confidence. A servant knocks hesitantly, wondering if they will be turned away. A son walks in, because a son knows the throne room belongs to his father, and his father is always glad to see him. And Jesus said in John 15:15, I will no longer call you servants. I have called you friends. Notice, friends, sons, belonging. Blessed be God. Here is the truth that finally breaks down the orphan spirit completely. Romans 8 verse 38 to 39. Neither death nor life, neither angels nor demons, neither present nor future, neither height nor depth, nor anything else in all creation will be able to separate us from the love of God that is in Christ Jesus. The orphan spirit says, surely this will make God stop loving me. Romans 8:38 to 39 says, there is no this that qualifies. Nothing in all creation can separate you from His love. This is not performance-based love. This is not conditional acceptance. This is the love of a Father who chose you before you existed and will not let you go, no matter what. Galatians 4:7 says, you are no longer a slave, but God's child. And since you are His child, God has made you also an heir. An heir does not earn inheritance, they receive it. Ephesians 1 verse 4 to 5 shows how far back this goes. He chose us before the creation of the world. In love, He predestined us for adoption to sonship through Jesus Christ. So before you and I existed, before you performed anything, before you failed anything, you were chosen for sonship. You were not chosen for servanthood. Blessed be God. The orphan spirit will keep you performing for an acceptance you already have. It will keep you slaving in your father's house without ever enjoying your father's presence. Romans 8:17 says, if we are children, then we are heirs, heirs of God and co-heirs with Christ. We are heirs, not employees. We are His children, never His servants. And nothing, not your worst failure, not your deepest shame, not your longest dry season, nothing in all creation can separate you from the love of God in Christ Jesus. You are not who fear says you are. You are not who performance says you are. You are not who your failure says you are. You are who the Father says you are. His child, His heir, His own forever. And with that, I say to you, I love you all, and Shalom.